Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to It's All Black and White TV, and this is the Newcastle United versus Fulham pre-match show. Before we get into the show, if you do like what you see, then please do smash that like. It really does help the channel up the search. So please do smash that like. That'd be great. Thank you very much. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, come and smash the subscribe and be part of this great community. And also that bell notification that lets you know when I'm live, have a pre-record or any upcoming shows. So currently 39 subscribers away now from 1100. Also, if you want to become a member, it's 99p. You can do that by clicking the join button. And also, if you want to make a donation, you can do that in the chat by clicking on the $ as well. So there we go. Right. Let's get into some comments first of all. And Holly straight in. She says, my score prediction 2-1 or 2-0. Yeah, I'll take either of those. Hi, Tony says, Trolls. Good afternoon to you, Trolls. Hope you're very well, mate. Hi, Tony. Botman is back. Yeah, absolutely. As on the thumbnail, I've got a picture of Botman. So yeah, he's back in the squad, and that's great news. As is Fabian Schär, because Joe Bland, bless him, put it out there that he was out, but somebody had misinformed him, and actually he's there because he's at the ground. So. And Anthony Gordon's at the ground also as well. Afternoon all, says Mary, looking for this. Yeah, absolutely, definitely. Whatever the time flexibility is, the game. Yeah, I was going to start at 1:30, but then I was still busy doing something, so I had to put it off till 1:45. Sorry about that, guys. Toon fan, hi mate. He says Gateshead's losing 1-0. Oh no! I hope. Come on, Gateshead. Come on. I'll read, says James. Yeah, absolutely fine, mate. Hope Botman's fit, says Trolls, and we play Karius rather than Dubs. He has 9 goals in 3 games, so let Karius get a game. Yeah, do you know what? I totally agree with you, Trolls. You know, I don't want Dubs in the team. I've just got that feeling that he's playing him though. He could cost us more points than we think. Afternoon, Trolls, says Mighty Mag. Bubs is shit. He's just upset. That's why the Toon give him shit United, and when he comes back, he spat his dummy out at the Prem. Yeah, I mean, look, he didn't want to be number 2 to Nick Pope, and he went to Man U, and he played 1 game for them on loan. So I don't get what it was all about. Ian says, afternoon, Tony and chat. Good afternoon to you, Ian. Hope you're well. Mighty Mag says, I've just been to my mother and she asked, how do you think we will do today? So I just rolled my eyes up, even though she's at 86. Are you still out with injuries? She's doing well, lol. Excellent, excellent. Well, say hello to your mum and your mother, and yeah, let's hope we can get a win today. Good afternoon, Tot. You must mean Tony and all the chat. Yeah, good afternoon to you, Gary D. Hope you're well, mate. Mad Mag, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Mad Mag. Hope you're well. John says, afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all well. Yeah, absolutely. Just looking forward to the game, but in a way, a bit nervous, aren't we? But, you know, let's hope Fulham are not on the game today, because they're not very good away from home. Sorry, Tony, not Tom. Silly me, says Gary. That's no problem at all, mate. I knew what you meant. Yeah, we have hospital ward of injury players. Yeah, absolutely. I've seen a lot of people going around saying, should we sack off some of this medical team? Are they to blame for these players? I don't know. I don't know who we can blame. Afternoon, Tony. Hope you're well, says John. Afternoon to you, mate. Mary says, afternoon, Tony. So when is the first booking of the match? I reckon inside 20 minutes. David says, afternoon, Toon Army. Hope you're all well. Tony, I think it's going to be a tight 1-0 and a nail biter. Do you know what? I've got that feeling as well, David. Absolutely. I have as well. James reckons 2-0 to Toon. Signed to here now. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. Did you know Shearer failed a trial for the Toon when he was younger as they put him in goal? And so, yes, that's exactly what happened, Trevor. Newcastle played him as a keeper and he's still not a goalkeeper. And yeah, we ended up getting him back. But, you know, the long way around. 1 for Gordon and 1 for Mickey. Nice one. Hi, Tony, says Julie. Good afternoon, Julie. Hope you're well. If Dub starts, I'm worried if Karius does not so much. Yeah, because Karius could just say, I'm going in January. I'm hopeful for a resounding win. We have a great Prem home form. We do. But remember, Fulham's on form as well. They've scored 10 goals in the last 2 games. I do think he'll stick with Dubravka, unfortunately, yeah. Just had my delivery, says Ian. 3-1 Toon. Come on, absolutely, Keith. Absolutely, mate. Toon TV, Jack. Hi, Tony. Hi, Jack. Hope you're well. Had mine this morning, Mary. Actually, nothing missing for a change. Got to give carriers a go, says John. Morrison's not delivering. It's all right, Morrison's, aren't they? Toon fan says, I suspect he doesn't want to bother starting carriers because he's away in January. But this is the opportunity. If you want to put Carrius in the shop window, put him in the shop window by playing him, you know. Ipswich 2, Norwich 2. Wow, that's some derby in it. I've had my arthritis is pulling badly on my joints. It's a pain in the joints. Yeah, it's not nice, Mary, and hope you get better soon. If Dubs had worked on Commanding's box, he would have been great keeper. Yeah, he's not the keeper he used to be, unfortunately. Miggy goal today would silence the haters. Yeah. Did anyone see the Dan Burn interview yesterday? And I realised he played as long as he did after being injured. No, I haven't seen the interview, no, unfortunately. Good afternoon, Tony, says Gareth. Good afternoon to you. Matt says hi, Tony and Jack. Good afternoon, Gary. Hope you. Matt. Hope you're well. I would have a feeling it's going to be Isak Wilson Fest. Yeah, who knows? The team news will be out in 5 minutes. Miggy at least to have hit the goal without it being power up off shot. Carrius couldn't get a contract for free previously. We won't be able to sell him in January. He's under contract until the summer. Yeah, but I'm just saying, even if not, somebody may pick him up. But then again, what's to say he doesn't start and he makes himself the undisputed number one? Who's to say he doesn't? You know, the only way you're going to see this is if you give him a chance. Can't do any worse than Dubravka, can he? John says, Fulham are not good away from home. They've won once this season. Yeah, that's what I said yesterday. Their away form has been shocking. It's a bit like our away form, not great. Don't hate Miggy, just love the guy, but he needs to step it up. Absolutely trolls. He should have hit that shot with his right foot the other night. He only had to tap it in. Holly says, have you seen the sport wishing band that's been banned that Mackems are going to put up? The banner thinking, thank goodness they are just jealous because we are better than them. Do you know what? It's getting bitter now. It's getting bitter because look, even the it's not just the fact that that's bitter, but it's also the fact is, you know, Sunderland fans are saying now that they're refusing to move their seats because they're not happy about it. Well, it's tough. You'll have to move. I think they're putting Dubravka in the window, the Specsavers window. Yeah. I agree, Miggy's not playing well lately, but he likes to prove people wrong, so he needs to start shooting with that right foot. Absolutely, Julie. James, I'm going to this match. Got a ticket for the free, so hope Miggy celebrates. Oh, nice one. Enjoy the game, and let's hope it's 3 points as well, James. You know, we really can't wait. So let's hope there is 3 points out there today. Just a few minutes and we'll find who's on that team sheet, you know. So we'll see what's what now. Okay. Guys, I've just gifted 5 memberships there, so anybody who's not a member, it'll be done on a random basis from YouTube, and there will be some there. So so the people who have got the free memberships is Joe Linton, Grey Ghost, Monty Magpie, Toon Bird, and Luke Anderson. So there we go. The other round window, those with a certain age will remember. Yes, we do, Julie. Yeah, unfortunately. Play school, wasn't it? If I remember. John says, did anyone see the letter from the Blunderland Council? Yes, I did. Absolutely. I gave my response to him on Twitter. I gave my response on Twitter and I just turned around to him and I said, piss off, you sad Mackem bastard. There you go. You probably won't like that. And I don't care if he gets me reported. Who gives a monkey's toss what he thinks? Idiot. Predator, Oh, nice to see you, mate. Not seen you on the channel for a long time. I hope you're doing well, mate. I hope you're recovering well because I heard you had your operation and, you've been missed so much on you. So great to see you back. And he says, all right, Tony, hope you're doing well. Lads, mate, need a big performance. Absolutely, mate, they do. And great to see you, Predator. Great to see you, mate. Ian says, good on you, Tony. Thank you very much indeed, Ian. That's no problem at all. Predator. We need some it's all black and white TV emojis, Tony. Yeah, we do, don't we? Could do with some of them. Sunderland monks are just crybabies. Absolutely are. Laughing because of what I said. Well, do you know what? I'm going to be honest with them. Sorry, can't stand them. I remember when I think it was back in 2008 when we went down to, when I went to Middlesbrough, and me and my daughter went to Middlesbrough and it was awful on the coaches. Not because the coaches were awful. The coaches were fine. We got to Wynyard Hall, where the industrial park is, the business park, and all the coaches were pulled off there into there. And people were bursting for the toilet and things like that. And I heard the copper saying, if anybody goes in them bushes, you're all getting fined because you can't be weeing in public. I turned around to the copper and I said, well, I'll tell you what it is, mate. I says, show me where the toilets are then. Where are the toilets here? I says, what is wrong with it? I says, look, you've brought us here. You've had us here for over an hour. So where do you want us to go? There's no toilets on the buses, so where do you want us to go? And he actually buckled down and he said, actually, you've got a point there, yeah. He says, okay, I can't stop you, can I? So, but he can fine whether we paid or not, another matter. And he just said, you know what? That's fine. And he let off. No. Yeah, he didn't, well, I could say he didn't have a leg to stand on. He probably did. But I think if he did give everybody a fine, it would just be petty, really, wouldn't it? But we were there over an hour and a half. It was ridiculous. Just wanted to get to the ground. Trevor says, you do know Toon fans will take more than the 6,000 and shit the Sunderland police won't cope. Yeah, absolutely. Welcome back, Predator. Everybody saying hi to Predator. Great to see him back. Those two toothless women in that video clip sum up the Mackhams. Yeah, they do, don't they? Yeah. You can call them whatever you like. There you go. There they are. That's the picture you're on about, isn't it, Julie? The ugly sisters. There you go. Dippy and Gappy. Gappy tooth. Yeah, that just, they're probably loving life in the Championship. Probably saying, Newcastle, we're in the Championship. You're not. No, because we're in the Premier League. Good to hear, Predator. Line-up, Tony. Yes, I'll get the line-up for you now. Sorry, we are running a bit behind there. Sorry about that, guys. Right. Bear with me. It's gone off there from a second. Okay, so this is how we line up today. And yes, it is Dubravka in goal with Livramento, Lascelles, Share, Byrne starting, Bruno, Longstaff, Joe Linton, Almiron, Gordon and Wilson. On the bench is Karius, Gillespie, Dummett, Botman, Ritchie, Kraft, Hall, Alex Murphy and Lewis Miley. So no Lewis Miley starting today. Dubravka starts. I'm worried about Dubravka starting. I tell you now, if he drops a couple of howlers today, what's he going to do next? He has to replace him. Simply has to. It's not good enough. So I will pop that up there now. So Dubravka, Livramento, Lascelles, Shea, Byrne, Bruno, Longstaff, Joe Linton, Almiron, Gordon and Wilson. What is your thoughts on that lineup? While I get it to put on screen. The only thing, as I say, I'm not happy about is having Dubravka in goal. Me and Rolly seem to have a big disagreement over Dubravka because Rolly seems to think I just don't like Dubravka because he's going to Man United. But it's not just because of that. I just don't think he's been that great. Let's hope he proves everybody wrong today and he has a great game. But, He's got to. Is it right to play Burn now after just come back from injury, or should he have been playing Lewis Hall? This is the thing, you know. Get your thoughts in. Should it have been Lewis Hall over Dan Burn? That clip of the Mackham lasses will live on for... Yeah, absolutely, Predator. Absolutely will do. Guess who's on the bench? Exactly. Afternoon, Tony says, Paul, we'll be back to winning ways 5-0. Do you know what, Paul Anson? I hope so, mate. I really hope so. I hope you're right. Look at them beauties. Yeah, absolutely. Biases, I call them the Clan Sisters. 2-0, the Heat are shite. Oh, I don't know what's going on with Gateshead. I really don't. There's a rumour going around John Sinclair's a Sky Sports and TNT star, says Keith Davis. He's the one who started and he's the only one who can ever, whether they want to know or not. Nice one, Keith. Nice one, mate. Mighty Max says, oh, Tony, them two Mackhams will be buttes after 25 minutes. Still like, oh, Jesus, God. No. Come on. I don't know who's more salty, Sunderland fans or Arsenal. Both. He says, don't talk about my sisters like that. Jesus, Ian. You wouldn't even admit to having sisters like that, would you? Jesus, nobody would they? Yeah, the Batman's back, isn't he? Miley on the bench. I'm surprised at Miley being on the bench, but there again, I suppose you could rest Miley for the Chelsea game on, so gives Longstaff minutes. Dubs again, yeah, absolutely. Isak injured. Yeah, he's not even on the bench, is he? It's not great, this, is it? Yeah, I do remember that, Tony. Yeah, absolutely. No, Isak, no. Dubs again. Isak injured again. Says Paul Gordon. Not great, is it, really? If we lose today, only Dubs makes our defence shaky. This ain't good. The defence don't trust Dub Barker. That's the thing. The defence don't trust him. Billy's in the chat. Aye, Billy, hope you well, mate. He says, if Burn pulls up today, we are fucked for Tuesday. This is what I'm saying, Billy. Why didn't he play Lewis Hall? I'm just wondering what's going on here. I think somebody needs to come out and just be honest about Lewis Hall and say, look, admit they're not being massively impressed with him or whatever. But for God's sake, don't overdo it with Dan Burn and then he gets an injury, because that's the last thing we need is Dan Burn getting an injury. Dubs has conceded 9-3, yeah. Billy in chat, are you happy about Dubravka in goal, or are you still sick that we're not seeing Karius? I don't see us keeping Lewis Hall. They need the FFP elsewhere. Yeah, absolutely. I think so as well. Eddie doesn't rate Hall. Don't think he was one of Eddie's choices. That's the thing. Yes, Dan Burn is back. What a great lineup, says Holly. Hall hasn't played well at left back. I think the decent game he had was against Man United at Old Trafford when he scored that great goal. And I think that's the only decent game he's really had. Yeah, Billy's doing it on TTR. Billy and Paul, I reckon, because Paul's not been going to the matches lately. So yeah, Billy and Paul will be doing the watch along. So join them on TTR for that later on. As always, brilliant commentary from them two guys, and obviously Jack at Toon TV will be doing a watch along as well. So you've got choices there. If you don't want to listen to any biased commentary on the radio or whatever. I don't think he rates them. No, I'm not sure he does either. Blakey, hi mate. He says, just when we get one or two back, we lose one or two. We can't catch a break. No, we can't. But look, I think we need another striker if this is going to be how it is. Unless he's just left Isak out altogether today for Tuesday, maybe. Who knows? I remember that game, Tony, down at Middlesbrough. I was on that bus. It was hilarious. You had people to go to the toilet and Coke cans and crisp packets. Yeah, absolutely, Gary. Toon Army, sorry. Yeah, absolutely, mate. And two lasses at the back of the... Oh, Jesus, don't start that. Jesus, no way. Jody says, how are the lads? Troll says, if Dubs lets him more than one goal today, sell him in Jan. Get him out. Yeah, absolutely. Would explain a lot in recent games if Isak is injured. Yes, it would do. Holly said, I hope he isn't injured. You totally agree with you. Longstaff needs some minutes. Miley did a great job till now. Yeah, absolutely, Jody. Look, you know, he's got to get minutes back into Longstaff, get him match fit. I think Miley starts on Tuesday. Miley's been absolutely fantastic, by the way. Look, for such a young lad. Isak can't play at the moment. He's nowhere near fit, you can tell, says David. I'm sure we are cursed, says Paul Gardner. Do you know what? I'm sure we are at times as well. I'm sure we are cursed at times. But, yeah, it is what it is, and we just have to, we've got to get on with it. Plus, we've got a lot of games in December still, so maybe that's the reason why. Okay, so the Fulham lineup is Leno in goal, Castagna, Diop, Tossin, Robinson, Polinia, who I think is a cracking player, by the way, our captain, Tom Kearney, Harry Wilson, Andreas, Alex Iwobi, and Raul Jimenez. On the bench, Rodak, Tete, Ballatore, Reed, Lukic, Dekadi Varid, Willian, Muniz, and Vinicius. Speaking on Rodak, their substitute goalkeeper, it's obviously Martin Dubravka's international teammate, and he actually took over from Dubravka in the last game because Dubravka was dropped for that last Slovakian game, and Rodak took his place. So there we go. I will pop that Fulham team up there in a minute. And it looks like Fulham will be playing in a pink strip. Yes, so they'll be playing in pink. So I'll just get that up there in a minute. There you go. Isak's probably played with an injury from what I heard. Yeah, maybe. Hall won't be here next season, no. Don't think so, not this rate. Trippier will be back midweek, yeah, definitely. It gives him a rest, and I think he needs a rest, Trippier. Come on, the guy's 33-year-old. And you're asking this guy to play a game every 2, 3 or 4 days. And at 33, you can't do it forever, you know? So it doesn't matter who you are. Even if you're Lionel Messi and you're 36-year-old and you're the best player in the world, there's no way you're going to be able to keep up like that, you know? Same with Cristiano Ronaldo. He wouldn't be able to play that many games in such a short space of time. So, you know, I think Trippier's done terrific. Although we've seen it against Spurs and Everton, he did make mistakes, but that was down to fatigue. John says, great that we have Miley to come. He needs rest and he's such a young lad. Yeah, absolutely. Billy says, not happy with Dubs. Wouldn't trust him to keep bees. Yeah, absolutely, Billy. Do you know, I just don't know why Carrius can't get a start. I really don't. Miley's just as good as Longy, but needs some rest. Yes, he does. Paul says, do you think Lewis' whole obligation to buy includes how many minutes he plays? Can't see him staying. That's what I said the other day, Paul, mate. I said, look, I think all in all, when you look at it, if the thing is, when you look at it with Lewis Hall, you're thinking, is it the amount of games he plays before it triggers the clause? Or is it based on how many minutes he plays that triggers the clause? Remember when we sold Chris Wood to Forest, he went on loan. After 3 games, it triggered that he had to pay for him. So, yeah, yes, we've seen him come on against Spurs, but it was only for a few minutes or whatever. But, I think, I'm not sure with the Lewis Hall thing. I don't think there's a lot of honesty being put out there about him. Just be honest, come out and just say, look, We don't think he's going to make it. He's not good enough for us. And, that's it. That's fair enough. Um, but, don't just not play him because people are wondering, well, why we're not playing him. So see if he comes on today for Burn at some point, because Burn can't play the full 90, surely. Gary said, I think I'll stick to actually watching the game, Tony. Yeah, absolutely, Gary. Chipper says, get the feeling Isak's safe for Chelsea. And do you know, that's what I'm thinking as well, Chipper. That's what I said earlier on. I think they may be resting him till Tuesday. And late in the game, they bring Miley on for Wilson and move Joel in the top and going in the middle. Yeah, maybe. According to reporters, Hall is still expected to sign. He's a long-term project, says John. We'll see what happens. Yeah, Craig Hope, wasn't it? I read it in the Chronicle, says Ian. Troll says we need more technicians and creative players in the summer and a keeper and a target striker who can hold the ball up against everyone. Yeah, absolutely. We need to have two top-class goalkeepers. That's what we need. Remember, when we had Given and we had Harper, them two together, Harper was a great keeper. I think if Steve Harper had been sold and went to another club, he would have, without shadow of a doubt, been England's number one goalkeeper. I really do believe that, because Steve Harper was a terrific goalkeeper. You just couldn't get past the magnificent Shea Given, and that was his problem, But this is where Dubravka needs to learn some things as well. Look, Dubravka shouting he didn't want to stay and be number two to Nick Pope, but then you've got someone like Steve Harper who was willing to sit on the bench as number two to Shea Given and waited for his chance patiently, and eventually got his first team chance, So people like Dubravka need to take note from people like Steve Harper, Spot on, Trolls. And Hislop and Pavel before that too. Yeah, absolutely. They were two good keepers as well. Absolutely brilliant. Pavel was a cracking goalkeeper. I remember when he first signed, in high school when I was at the games, and he used to be absolutely horrendous at times. We used to because for crosses, he used to be absolutely horrendous. And this was when he first came, by the way, under James Smith. And I remember in the crowd, fans were saying he's worse. He's a bit like Dracula. He's frightened of crosses, and that's a reputation he was getting. And a lot of fans were saying he's like Dracula, But when Keegan come in, he really improved as a goalkeeper, I thought, under Keegan, and we saw the best of Pavel. So yeah, that's the thing, and Hislop was a cracking goalkeeper as well. Let's be honest, we've had some great keepers over the years. Look, when Dubravka first joined the club, he was absolutely a great keeper. He was brilliant for us. Remember that debut against Man United? He was absolutely terrific that day. And he did help us out when we needed it. But he has gone on the decline. He is 34 years of age now. And yes, I know that could be young for some goalkeepers. But I think Dubravka's at the stage now where he's no longer Premier League level. Will he play in the Euros for Slovakia? I very much doubt he will. I think he'll be on the bench. I'll be very surprised if he starts for Slovakia. So yeah, that's the way I see it anyway. John says we definitely need to spend. We can get a striker, centre defence, and right winger. Yeah. Paul says worst keeper ever has to be Mike Hooper. He used to drive me mad. Mike Hooper. Oh my God, what? Oh, he was awful, wasn't he? So was the other one, Lionel Perez. Remember him? We signed him from the Mackhams. Oh God, he was diabolical as well. We've had some dodgy keepers over the years. You could say Mark Gillespie was poor when we played Newport County, wasn't he? um, yeah, we've had some dodgy keepers, and we've had some characters in goal. Remember, does everybody remember John Burridge? Oh, what a character he was, Budgie. But I tell you what a keeper he was. Remember when he saved Paul Hardyman's penalty at Joker Park in the playoffs? Just a shame we couldn't have finished them off at St James's Park. Because I was at that game when we lost 2-0 and there was a pitch riot after it. Yeah, but, yeah, absolutely. But, yeah, we've had some characters in goal. I mean, like I say, John Burridge was a character. But we have had some keepers there that have been howlers as well. Like you say, May Cooper, Lionel Perez. Miggy won for Almiron. Dub's debut was meant against Man U, but his time has passed absolutely, matey Mag. Dubs has never commanded the box, and that's the only issue I had with Dubs before the Man U move. Yeah, absolutely. I remember that, yeah. I remember when we signed Dubravka, because we signed him a few months after, because I was at the England game. We played Slovakia, and England won 2-1. It was at Wembley. I was at that game because Rashford scored the second goal. I thought he had a great game against England that night. And then we signed him in the January, initially on loan. But yeah, I think, look, we saw that game against Spain, was it in the Euros, wasn't it? And he was absolutely awful that day. I think Spain won 6-0, didn't they? Something like that. Dubravka's start for Slovakia, only 14 people live there. Oh, God. Perez was shocking. Yeah, absolutely. Lionel Perez could only use his feet. Yeah, he was terrible. I loved Budgie, says Johnny was an entertainer. Yes, he was. He was absolutely... do you know what? He was a cracking goalkeeper, Budgie was. Lionel Blair would have been better in goal, yeah. Budgie was hard as nails, grabbed a hold of Connor Jones and nearly made him cry. Yeah, he did, yeah. I mean, we've had some great keepers. I mean, we've had Martin Thomas. He wasn't too bad. Kevin Carr was a cracking goalkeeper, by the way. That's early 80s, so a lot of people might be too young to remember Kevin Carr. You know, Gary Kelly, he was another one. He wasn't a bad keeper, Gary Kelly. I thought he was all right. He was a little bit short, but, you know, I thought he was all right. He did a good job for us. So, yeah, there we go. There's a blast from the past. Great world-class keepers last past 32. Dubs was never a great keeper. Yeah, absolutely. Dave Besant wasn't that clever either. No, Dave Besant, yes, he's another one. Yeah, I remember when we signed him for 750 grand. It was a record at the time, wasn't it? We only saved him on the back of that penalty save against Liverpool at Wembley. But I wasn't happy. I didn't like him, to be fair. I was so glad we moved him on. I think out of them 4 players that we signed, because we signed him, John Robertson, another one who was crap, great in Scotland for Hearts, but came down to the England and he just couldn't do it. Couldn't hit a barn door, could he, John Robertson? We signed John Hendry and Andy Thorne. And out of them 4 players, there was only 2 of them who were decent, and that was Andy Thorne. So I thought he was a cracking defender, by the way. And John Hendry was absolutely brilliant in that midfield. But we've had, when you think players that we've bought from clubs like Bradford City, Andy O'Brien, what a centre-half he was. He was a cracking centre-half, wasn't he? You know, and he even better because he scored in the Mackham's net. Vinnie Jones, yeah. Howe said Isak's feeling tightness in his groin, but should be okay for Chelsea. To probably just resting him then. I can remember Carr, he was a bit short, but very good. Yes, he was. He's a copper now, isn't he? Or he might be retired now. I like Tim Krul. Yeah, Tim Krul, another one, yeah. My favourite fellow, Peter Lee, Ian, Steve Harper, yeah. Yeah, Tim Krul was a cracking keeper for us, wasn't he? Yeah, he was a good keeper. We've had some good keepers in the past, and like I say, we've had stinkers as well. But that's the way it goes, isn't it? Not every keeper that you get's going to be absolutely perfect. But what we do need to buy is we do need to buy a keeper um, who can not only command the box but also act as a sweeper keeper, because that's how keepers play now. That's how Edison plays at Man City. He's a bit of a sweeper keeper. Um, that's the same with Pope. He's sort of a sweeper keeper in a way, although we know his footwork isn't massively great. But um, shot stopping, Nick Pope's top of the charts for that. Absolutely terrific. I'm still going to stand by my 2-1 win for us today, and let's hope that's how it goes. As I say, Fulham have an awful away record, bit like us. So, our home form's great, 52,000 fans. Let's hope they get behind the team, which they always do anyway. And let's get out there and give Fulham a battering and send them back to West London with no points on nil points. So, yeah. Let's hope that's how it is. Because we need the 3 points to get our Premier League form back on track. And, we need to make sure that we're climbing that table. As that's very important to climb that table. Absolutely massive. I've got 43 watching, so if you do like what you see, please do give it a like. That would be absolutely fantastic. It does help the channel. And, it means new viewers can find the channel. So if you haven't yet smashed that like, please give it a like. It only takes 2 seconds. Click that thumbs up if you are brand new to this channel. Come and smash this subscribe and join our great community we have here. It is free to do so. And that bell notification lets you know when I'm live, have a pre-record or any upcoming shows as well. Let's go on to some comments here. We shouldn't have to hear, says Julie. Absolutely. Paul says everyone who wins the league has a world-class consistent keeper who keeps great at everything, including us. Absolutely. Julie's going for 4-2. John's going for 4-1. 3-1 says B.R. Vakin. 2-1 says Ian. I have seen Mokhtar says win. Yeah, let's hope so, mate. Let's hope so. 2-0 says Paul. Yeah, let's hope. I know you live down south. Okay, talking to Jules. Great show. Cheers, trolls. Thanks very much. I hated having Sunderland postcode against my religion. Tony Ross says, afternoon, Tony, how are you doing today? Yeah, absolutely fine, mate. And I hope you're well too. Main tune fan. Hit the like button for Tony and his channel. Thank you very much indeed, trolls. Cheers, mate. Matt Fletcher's going for 3-1. 2-1 tune. And I'm going for 1-0 win. Fulham aren't an easy game. No, it was tough last year, wasn't it, as well? So, yeah. Strange every time most in chat say 3-1 and so on we lose. So hope this is a curse that's lifted today, says Jules. Hey, let's hope so, mate. Let's hope so. Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap up here because I know a lot of you might want to get sorted out before the game and get yourselves settled into TTR with Paul and Billy on their fantastic watch along, and also Jack on Toon TV also has his show as well. So whoever you're watching, enjoy the match. Let's hope we get the win. We will be up for this 5-0. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Great show, Tony. Cheers, Ian. Thanks very much, mate. Heats lost 2-0. Bugger. Goodbye, says Julie. Bye-bye, Julie. Hit the like, says Paul Gardner. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. Cheers, all, says Mighty Mag. And take care, everyone, says Jules. Great show, Tony and Chatters. Cheers, Matt. Thanks very much, mate. As well. Remember, the future's bright. The future is definitely black and white. And, enjoy it, whatever you're doing. If you're watching it on a watch along, watching the game anywhere, just enjoy it. And let's hope we end up with the 3 points at the end of the day. I'll just go to these last couple of comments, preparing for the loss. Oh, don't say that. Enjoy, everyone. Great show. Thanks again, Tony. Stay safe, everyone. Yes, you too. John as well, mate. Cheers. Thank you very much. David says, great show again. Cheers, David. Thank you very much indeed, my friend. Until then, enjoy the game. Away the lads.